Hi everybody, this is The Quiet American. It's a new YouTube channel that I'm starting. My name is Jim Reed. You probably know me from a video that Samuel Streetlife did in Hamburg, where we went around on the streets together and took some photographs and showed what we got that day. And I wanted to start a channel to do something different than the normal photo videos that I watch on YouTube. Sometimes they're a little loud and extreme, and I wanted to do something very quiet and chill and the kind of video that I would like to watch. So, welcome to The Quiet American. I got the name from a novel by an author named Graham Greene, and if you've never read it, check it out. It's a great novel, great writer. But we want to see street photography today, and so I'm going to show you some pictures that I took in Munich last week. A friend of mine named Sarah came and filmed me, and you're just going to get to see me going around, see the way that I approach subjects, and see the pictures that are the result. After that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the camera that I used and the film that I used and how I developed my film, so stick around for that. Enjoy.
Verstanden, warum gerade noch ein Grund dazu gekommen ist. Vielleicht meinen die da irgendwie Covid. Wir wollen uns so selten treffen wie möglich.
Actually, I do. Sometimes riding the bike, like, wow, get to live here.
Yeah, it's like a gothic paradise.
That's true.
This is fine. Opposite on the inside of the viewfinder, there's like a building and a family and two people and one person. This is what I do as the pro.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Auch da
Ja.
ist Schwimmbad.
Ah, okay.
Meistens riecht sie auch nach Schwimmbad, wenn man vorbeifährt. No!
What happened? The big wave came. Yeah, so it was a pretty good day in Munich. I'm happy with a few of the photos that I got. And I'm going to show you guys now the film that I used and talk about how I process my film, and also show you the camera and talk about my settings a little bit. So this is the film that I use. It's Ilford FP4. You can do it, Sony. Yeah. There it is. And it's rated at 125. And online on the charts for the developing chemical that I use, it says you should develop it for 5.5 minutes, I think. But I usually pull it out of the developer at about 4.5 minutes or 5 minutes. And I also overexpose a little bit as well. I just like the look of that better. It works better with the film scanner that I have, which is a Plus Deck film scanner. And I like lower contrast as well. So pulling just gives me a lot more grays and better highlights and better blacks for my taste. This is the camera that I use. It's the same that I had in Samuel's video. It's the Canon P. And it's 35 millimeter. It was probably made in the 1950s. It has the shutter speeds. This is rewind. This is the winding. Well, everything's backwards. This is the winding lever. This is the shutter. And this is the rewinding. And I usually leave it when I'm out on the street set between 500th of a second or 250th of a second on the shutter. This is my standard street lens, which is a 25 millimeter Voigtlander. It's pretty wide. It's wider than a 28. You can really tell the difference between a 28 and a 25. You just get a little bit more breathing room. And I usually have my aperture between f8, or if it's really bright, maybe I'll put it a half a stop before f16. Not sure if you can see that. I think something else is in focus, but yeah, if I'm in the shade, I'm usually at f8, and if I'm out in the hot sun, I'll be at between 11 and 16. And then I do zone focusing at 1.2 meters. So what zone focusing means, if you're not used to it, is that you set a zone in front of yourself, minus 1.2 meters, so a bit longer than my arm. And whenever somebody gets that close to me, that's when I click the shutter, because I know that they're going to be in focus. And that's just a distance that I like. I like being close to people, but I also like seeing a little bit of what's going on around them. And also when I'm shooting at f11 or around there, I know that, 1 meter is going to be in focus, closer than 1 meter is going to be in focus. And here it tells me that even up to 3 meters, basically, or 2.5 meters is also going to be in focus. So it's a pretty good range. And I only ever change it if I'm going to focus to infinity, or if I know I'm going to get really close to somebody and I'm shooting at f4, because the light's gotten a bit darker, or I'm out in the morning, or I'm out in the evening. Yeah, so those are my standard settings. The shutter, I keep at 500 because I don't trust a lot of older cameras shooting at 1,000th of a second. And I'll go anywhere down to maybe 1/8 of a second and still keep it handheld, or maybe prop it up against something, because I don't really have a problem with motion blur. I think it looks nice sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't look nice, but you can always roll the dice and see what you get. Yeah, so that was my first video. I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to go out on the streets also with friends. If you're interested in me coming to visit you and going out on the streets together, or coming to visit Frankfurt and going out on the streets whenever it's safe from Corona and all the craziness in the world, or going out in masks or hazmat suits or whatever, let me know. Drop me a line. I think it's really important to build up a community anyways, and I'm really happy to know the street photographers that I know, and to be connected and just have people and friends to share this weird hobby with. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if there's something you want to see. I'll put out more videos also about cinematography, because that's what I do for work. So subscribe if you want to see more of that type of content. And make sure you also check out Samuel Street Life if you don't know who he is and you just came on this video randomly. He did a video on me, but he's done a lot of videos on other photographers and different cameras. And he's a really funny, really informative, really great guy. So check him out. He's the wind beneath my wings and kind of what got me here. So make sure you check him out. Happy shooting. Be safe out on the streets. Take care. Bye-bye. Danke.